What's up guys, this is Tony here with Salt Strong, and what I'm going to do in this video is show you how to use our Samrt Fishing Spots app to find ideal spots for trout in the summertime. Now, when it's hot out there, you want to be looking for deep water, but if you're fishing in areas where, the water's really murky or you don't have a fish finder and it's hard to use satellite maps to actually find deeper areas, this app can definitely help you do that. And I'm going to show you here by using our 1 foot contour feature. So what you want to do when you're in the app is go to layers on the bottom left hand side of the screen, and then you're going to click on 1 foot contours, and as you can see, these contour lines pop up. Now if you have an issue seeing certain colors, you can change the color of these contour lines. You can change them from blue to red to white, whatever color works for you. But as far as looking at these contour lines, these are subtle depth changes that can be pretty much make or break when it comes to finding fish. Because as you can see here, these lines, the more closer together they are, that means there's a faster depth change. So notice how the lines are really close together, and then in some areas they're really spread out. That's more of a flat bottom, and then when you have these lines really close together, that's a very sharp depth change. So those trout typically like to hang around those sudden drops like that, where the water temperature can vary from one spot to another because of that quick depth change. Now, in addition to those quick depth changes, you want to look for areas that have a good amount of current flow. So typically when you're looking at creeks like this, whenever you have a turn in the creek, that's going to be a good area where you have current flow. You might have a current break as well, or a calm spot, or an eddy, as we like to call it, behind a point. So notice this spot right here. You have this point. If you have the current coming around, you may have some calmer water just behind that point, and notice there's a little bit of a drop there. So you can use that as an ideal spot to target when you're planning your trip going after trout. And also keep in mind, this app can be used all over the Gulf Coast and Atlantic coast of the United States. So all the way from Texas through the Gulf Coast, Florida, up through the Carolinas, and it can be a useful tool for finding fish. And as you can see on this app, you have various layers and tools that you can use, which we'll have separate videos on. Definitely drop a comment down below if you want to see a specific video, but you can pick Samrt Spots, which are hot spots that show you exactly where you should be fishing, tide stations, launch spots if you're fishing from a kayak, oyster bed, seagrass, tons of different layers on there. And then you also have your tools such as a tracker. You can put in routes, you can see your current location, you can measure distance, compass. The launch spots are also on there as well. So various different tools on there that you can use in one spot to plan your next fishing trip, and also use while you're out there on the water to start catching more fish. So if this is something you're interested in checking out, definitely head over to saltstrong.com where you can check it out, and you can also find it on the App Store and Google Play. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them down below.